we going?
We're going to get Big Fat Benzie.
Are you excited?
Yeah!
Hi besties! Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed so that you can be part of the family. As you can see by the title, this vlog is going to be me picking up my dream car. Let's get started! Hello guys! Kita mau ngapain?
Look, gonna buy Big Fat Benzie.
We're going to pick it up! Big Fat Benzie! Yay!
We're gonna get snacks too.
Okay. If you happen to miss my previous video about how do I custom order this vehicle, I have the link on the top right corner here, as well as at the end of this video, so that you can click on after you're done watching this video. Hey Tony! We're going to see Big Fat Benzie for the first time. Ooh, look at that.
Here it is.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah. Finally, after 4 or 5 months?
3.5 months.
3.5 months, yeah. Wow.
You don't remember this? Huh? You don't remember this? Don't you remember how it looked?
It looks like this.
It looks like this.
See, she
Okay.
already named the car. Oh, she has? Okay, what'd you name
What's
it?
the name?
Big Fat Benzie.
What'd you name it?
Big Fat Benzie.
Ah.
Okay, let's check it out. It's really big compared to my other one.
Oh, there's no comparison.
I know. I was like, Ooh.
Wow.
This is what I want. Black.
Ooh.
Black on white. It's like panda.
Yeah.
Period, like you can change the different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it
You'll be able to
already.
do that.
I can change color when I need to. Like rainbow and everything else.
So we do have hands-free access.
Uh-huh.
We want to use one of these two parking sensors as a reference point.
Okay.
This kind of gets confusing for it. You just want to do one kick out, and it'll do it almost every
Nice.
time.
Okay.
So with this, you want to make sure that you have the key fob, or
Okay.
smart key rather,
Okay.
with you. It can be in your pocket, it can be in a bag or a purse.
Okay.
If the doors are unlocked,
Uh-huh.
this won't work. You have to
Right.
have the key with you.
Okay.
So, something to know. Very convenient feature.
Okay.
Back here, you have the privacy cover. So,
Uh-huh.
comes out like this. If you have stuff here, this will keep stuff from flying to the front too.
Okay.
Slam on the brakes for easy. So not this one with
it
the
has the
bucket, it does
tires
have a spare
here.
tire as well.
Okay.
You also, do you use one of the older cables, charging cables? Or do you have the new USB-C?
I have USB-C at home.
USB-C at home? Well, all these ports are going to be USB-C. We do give you one adapter from USB-C to A. If you would like to use your old wire. It also comes out if you want to use that space right there.
Okay.
Release right here.
Okay.
And I'll show you how it works in just a second.
Okay, cool.
With this, if you want to take this out, there are spring loaded on the sides. You want to take it out, and there's a place that it just goes right here.
Okay. Got it.
AMG Line rims.
Yes.
3 years.
3 years for roadside assistance. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Alright, so that's everything in the back.
Okay.
Is this a good height? Lower. Lower? Yeah. Alright, so if you ever want to clear that lowering, you're going to push this button once. You can tell about where you would want it. Is that too low?
No, this is
This is good?
Yeah.
yeah, because our directory is like something like here.
Okay, perfect. Good deal? Not barely. No, barely. It was like almost a... Well,
Yeah.
if you ever want to adjust it, this is how you would do it. So select where you want it, push and hold.
Okay.
Hear that beep? it's now saved at this height.
Okay.
To clear this setting, you're just going to open it back up, push and hold, and you'll hear 2 beeps.
Okay.
That's going to clear the setting. It'll go back to its maximum height.
Okay.
So right now it won't go any past this.
Okay.
Unless you push it forward.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Right. Lift the trunk and outside the door so you can grab what you need. So this way you don't have to worry about finding the key and hitting the lock button to go lock.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Alright, so you also have the button on the smart key to open the trunk as well as a latch underneath the side to open.
Okay.
Moving on to this side, the gas tank is locked whenever the doors are locked.
Right.
To lock the doors, you just swipe when you have the key on you. On the inside, like this, to unlock the doors, and that's going to be on all 4 doors.
Yeah.
So when the doors are locked, the gas tank is also locked. There's no button to release it on the inside, just to make sure that the doors are unlocked and you can get right in.
Yes.
It does take premium gas.
Yes.
So 89 is mid-grade. You want 91 minimum?
Yeah, we always take
93.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
93 always.
Absolutely. So you want to hear this click too whenever you are done filling up.
Gotcha.
So you said you were my primary driver?
Yes, I am.
So let's go ahead and check. Alright, so you said you have owned a Mercedes before.
Yeah.
Great addition to your family history of cars. With this seat, it's going to be a little bit familiar.
Yes.
Just to go over everything. The bottom side, forward, back.
Right.
This right here is 2 buttons. So this is going to be the whole seat. This is just the front part.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And then you also have knee support.
Yeah.
It's automatic. And then you have up and down on your headrest. To move it forward and back, there's going to be a button on the left side.
Yeah, the circle button.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Heated seats. Let's go ahead and turn on the car.
Oh, we only
7
got
miles.
7 miles. All right.
Alright, so heated seats. 3 lights is going to be the highest setting.
Right.
As you see less lights, it's going to go down a setting.
Right.
Until you see no lights, that means it's off.
Oh, okay.
You have memory seats, 1, 2, and 3. 3 memories that you can save.
Yeah.
To save, you're going to hit M and 1. And you can overwrite the save if you want
Right.
to adjust. The memory also adjusts your mirrors. So to adjust your left rear view mirror, you're going to hit this button on the left. Once that light turns on, you can adjust with the dial below.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with the right side. And you don't have to keep clicking this light. It'll go off on its own.
Okay, so the
After you're
right
done
button
setting.
right here?
Absolutely.
Or, okay.
The button in the middle holds your mirrors in manually if you're trying to pull into a tight parking spot.
Okay, cool. Okay, but when it's parked, when we close the door or lock it, it's automatically hold the mirror, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's a setting that you can toggle if you don't like that for any reason. If you want it to open up, to close it, you have to push and hold until it fully closes. It's for safety, in case anyone jumps in the way, you can just stop and it'll stop.
Okay.
So you do want to make sure you push and hold until it's fully closed.
Okay.
So you
Nice.
have
Just hold
1,
it.
2, 3, 4 points of entry.
Okay, cool.
When it's dark enough, they'll come on by themselves. If there's a car driving towards you or in front of you, they'll turn down and they'll turn back up when it's safe.
Oh, so it's automatically?
Automatic.
Wow,
Set to
okay.
auto.
All right.
The parking brake is also applied automatically.
Right,
In
okay.
order to release the parking brake, you want to give this a pull in case you're getting towed.
Right.
God forbid, for any reason you're getting towed, that's the only time you would want to pull and release the parking brake.
Right.
Aside from that, it's all automatic.
Okay, cool.
Set to its highest level. It's for safety, so you can see.
Right,
At nighttime, if it's a little too bright, you can turn it down with this dial right here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wipers. This is off under 0. 1 up with 3 dots is rain sensing automatic.
Right.
So there's sensors in the windshield. When it's raining, they'll turn on and set the speed by themselves. There's nothing you have to do.
Okay.
The one above that is going to be a little bit more sensitive rain sensing. So if it's just light rain or misting, have it set to 0.
Okay.
And then the solid ones are you controlling the speed like so
Okay.
fast, super fast.
Gotcha.
Wipers in the back. You'll see a little light come on right here. The wipers are on intermittently in the back. Fluid in the back. If you need.
Gotcha.
You just hit that button again to turn them off.
Okay.
Wipe once. Give this button at the end to tap. Push and hold, and you'll get the fluid.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have your steering wheel adjustment right here as well. Down, up, towards you, away from you.
Okay.
This touchpad controls this screen, so you have a couple of different options here. You can adjust this dial, up and down, dial in the middle, and you can tell which menu you're in with the dots that come up. So you can adjust this, and you can adjust the dial on your left. No matter what you do to these dials, your speed is always going to show in the middle somewhere.
Okay.
You'll also have your gas tank here always, and your engine temperature here always.
Gotcha.
So you can mess around with these as much as you want. You don't have to worry about your speed being done.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Home button allows you to put a couple of different options in the middle. So you can cycle through. You can change how the display looks if you want. Into a more sporty look. Progressive gives you it's kind of like electric, a new type of look. Or you can go with the Mercedes Classic, which is our most favored, which is full screen.
Yeah.
So you have that. Cruise control on, cruise control off. Speed up, speed down, resume, cancel, like that.
Yeah.
Instead of it being way back here,
Yes.
it's right up front where you can see it.
That's nice.
You do have heated seats on the passenger side as well. Feeling good right here?
Yeah.
And your steering wheel as well? It'll save everything to your memory. You want to do this one? Avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sounds good? Alright, so feeling good right here?
Yeah, it's good.
So we're gonna hit M and 1. Yep. You hear that beep? You're saved as driver number 1.
Okay.
So if anyone moves you around, or if there's another setting set aside from 1, you can just tap 1 or press and hold, and it'll bring you to this setting right here.
Right.
On this side, like I said, this touchpad was to control the screen in front of you. This touchpad is to control this screen right here. It's also a touch screen. We also have touch power.
Okay.
So 3 different ways to control the screen right here.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and pair your phone. And you can have 2 phones paired at one time.
Yeah. That's
So
fine. You can use this one.
all right. So let's say he's getting a call. You both are connected. It'll show you whose phone is getting the call, and you can answer on here. So you don't have to keep switching off and on.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we go to settings.
All right. So you're all paired up. If you want to switch to the other phone, it's going to show up right here once you pair it.
Gotcha.
You have recent calls on your left, contacts, as well as any favorites you would like to add. So let's say you add this favorite. Let's say you added a favorite on accident, or you just want to remove a favorite. You would just press and hold and hit delete.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very easy. Very user friendly. You search contacts here. You can type in a number if you need to. Messages can be read to you, and you can respond to them with your voice. And you can see what's connected over here.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and connect you for media too. And we're playing some music right now. Some country music.
Yes. That's what we love.
Yeah. Well, you can go up on the volume, and you do have the Burmeister speakers. Surround sound right there, and then you can push to mute.
Okay, cool.
Same
and
thing here.
Same thing right here.
Absolutely.
Can I push to mute as well?
Absolutely. So if you want to resume, you can either push it or just give it a swipe up. So another thing right here, you have answer calls, reject calls. You have Hey Mercedes if you give this a tap up.
My daughter will play with that.
She comes up if you say Hey Mercedes as well.
Yeah.
And that's every time. If ever you're just talking and she happens to come up, you can reject to get her to go away.
Okay.
So you can hang up on her is what we like to say.
Okay.
Okay. If you press and hold that button, then you get to Siri. So
Okay.
You just want to press and give it that hold, and you'll get to Siri.
Okay.
This is going to be some favorites for you. Did you want to go ahead and save your home address in the navigation? Put right here, plug in through USB-C.
Yeah.
Or that adapter that we gave you. And you can get into Apple Carplay. So you do have Apple Carplay. And you can use them both.
Okay.
So you can have, it'll say Apple Carplay right here. You can switch between the two.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very easy, very seamless.
Okay.
One thing while I'm here, a lot of space here.
Yeah.
You see this little cubby?
Yeah.
This cubby right here? If ever your smart key is out of battery and you're stuck somewhere, you know you have the key in your hand and it's telling you it's not detecting the key. It might be the battery that's dead.
Right.
In case of that emergency, you would just drop this in here like that. No matter what the battery level is on the smart key, the car will recognize it.
Oh, okay.
So in case of an emergency, just drop your key right there and you'll be able to access your car.
Wow.
Cool. Something to know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
good to know.
All right. Going back here, let's go ahead and save that address, and I want you to type it in. So I hit that. You can save it. We're gonna save it as home. You can also save it as a favorite and rename it later to a person's name.
Okay.
So if you were talking to her, you can tell her, I want to go to that person.
Wow.
And it's also artificial intelligence, so it'll learn you as you use it.
Wow. Okay, that's nice.
So let's save this as home, and we'll give it a try. So wherever you are, say, hey, Mercedes, take me.
Hey Mercedes, take me home.
There you go. You're on your way home.
Okay, cool.
To that, this star right here, you hit this, it'll have your home address right there.
Okay.
As well as any other favorites that you would add and rename.
Okay.
You do have 6 months of Sirius XM. Anything comes.
Yes, Granny.
That's going to be Eugene. He's going to do the paperwork for you. So
Okay.
you just get through.
Okay.
Put this in the glove box. This is your temporary registration.
Okay.
So when you're ready for Eugene, he's ready for you.
Okay,
Hey,
sounds
listen,
good.
let me make a suggestion.
Uh-huh.
These are very expensive rims. If you damage one of these rims or tires, do you know how much that rim is? Take a guess.
1,000?
$3,800. $3,800.
Whoa.
I just want to let you know, so be aware, okay?
Yeah, those rims are really big too, so
Yeah.
you want to be careful. But they'll get you around. So
Yeah.
all right, so you do have 6 months of Sirius XM with the purchase of this car. There's nothing you have to do to cancel it.
Okay.
It'll just go away after the 6 months unless you want to continue it, and we'll contact Sirius XM for that.
Right.
Don't add it on.
Gotcha.
Cool. You have 20 presets on the radio stations, and these are specific to the profile you have set to. To add a station, hit plus. To remove, press and hold to separate the contacts, and you can either replace or delete. You can also search radio stations. You have FM and AM, in addition to. Now, what is your favorite color?
White.
White. All right, so let's see.
That's why I choose white.
Oh yeah, no, the outside is very beautiful,
Yeah.
especially with the nighttime.
Yeah, I always choose either white or black Mercedes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, those my two
me
favorite
too.
colors.
Me too, personally.
For some reason, it looks good with
Absolutely.
Mercedes. Yeah, black
The
and white.
white one with the night package, like you have
Yes.
it, especially good.
Yeah, I was debating between black on black or.
It's hard to
white
see
with
the
black.
night package with
Yeah.
that. With the white, you can clearly see.
Absolutely.
See, I saw it from like way over there.
Yeah.
She's got the night package.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So with now this is the inside color though. So with this you have a little bit more options. You have about 64 options to be
Yeah.
exact. So are you saying you want white somewhere around there? It's kind of hard to see the white in the daytime, but at night you'll see the whole white.
Right.
You also have multicolors. So you can have fire red set. Red moon gives you some blue here, some pinks here, some blue down here.
Ah, okay.
You can also color mix all of them. Which one do you want to go with?
Well, get the color mix so she'll be happy.
Absolutely. And you're not locked in. You can always come
Yeah.
back to get to this menu. It's that little lamp.
Okay.
Go straight into here.
Cool.
Seat comfort. So while you're driving on long trips, you can press play here and it'll move you around a little bit. So you're not just sitting in one spot that entire drive.
Wow,
You're
I
not
like
getting
that.
pressure points, you know? Sometimes you're just like, I want to move around a little bit. This will do it for you. And you can probably feel it moving around a little bit. So that's that right here. Seat kinetics. To access this menu, it's that button right here. You also have seat heating balance, where the heated seats come from. The back, the cushion, two increments in between, or both
Nice.
equally.
Nice, you can control that.
Absolutely. That's going to be this one right here, or you can just go into the comfort setting. And remember, you have this control as well as this to control. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Not much in info. It'll tell you some information about how your engine is responding, how your car is responding. Probably won't ever need to go into there unless you want to look at something.
What's the tires pressure?
Tire pressure is going to be in here. So
Yeah.
you can go up. Oh, and this is pretty cool too. Let me show you the tire pressure and then I'll come back to this. Tires.
Okay.
And it's not displaying anything because it hasn't recorded, but after you drive for about 50 feet, it'll tell you.
It will show on the screen?
It'll show on the screen,
Okay, yeah.
as well as your app. You can always check your tire pressures from your app.
From Mercedes Me?
Mercedes
Yeah.
Me, and I'll show you how to, once we have it set up, I'll go through all those features with you.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I have Mercedes Me right now with my car, with my old Mercedes. So it will be automatically, or I have to set it up
We
again?
have to set it up. It is a new app. So it's Mercedes Me Connect for 2018 and newer cars.
Oh, okay.
I'll go through all that with
Okay,
you.
cool.
Absolutely. You'll be a pro at Mercedes Me, at this GLE. Absolutely.
Yeah.
See? Alright, so going back to that screen, you can put your map here too if you like. So, full screen display, check it out. It changes everything to a long trip. And to get to that, it's like one swipe up and then just hit OK. So yeah, a lot of customizability.
Wow.
Alright, almost done. I'm just gonna make sure all the bells and whistles are on here. You do have car wash mode if you ever go through a car wash. One thing I forgot to mention, if you ever go through a drive-through car wash, for any reason, you want to turn this to off. Because rain,
Yeah.
water from the car wash, same deal. So right
Yeah.
now it's set to automatic, but if you want to switch it one down whenever you're going
Like
through.
off here,
Absolutely.
like this. Okay.
Doing good. Alright, so let me just make sure all the bells and whistles are on. Did you want the car to beep whenever you hit the lock button?
Yes.
Alright.
So we know it's already locked.
So it does have automatic time zone. If you drive over to Texas, it will switch the time by itself. Daylight savings, which is coming up,
Right.
it'll do it by itself. You don't have to worry about changing the time.
Cool.
Right. If this car does have in-car Wi-Fi, it's a hotspot. It's a service that you set up through T-Mobile. It's a separate service, so you'd have to contact T-Mobile for that. If you ever use Android Auto, Apple CarPlay is built in. It'll tell you allow. You can just hit allow. For Android Auto, you have to go into here and click Start Android Auto, just the first time.
Okay.
Going over stuff right here, this car can park itself. Hit this button right here, the parking button. It does need a spot in between two cars. It can't go off the lines on the road.
Okay.
So it'll nose in or back in. If you're parallel parking between two cars, it'll back you in real nice. And it's really cool. So you do control the speed with the brakes, but it'll move the steering wheel and get you situated into that spot. It's very cool. And that's through this button right here. You'll see a little rectangle whenever you're ready to park. It'll start searching for spots. You just tap the rectangle with the P, and then you can park. It'll park itself. Front wide angle camera, front camera with 360 view, and you can see it's in real time. You'll see them walking around. You'll see anyone else that's driving or riding a bike past you or just walking past you. You'll see them with this 360 view. Parallel parking camera, rear wide angle, and you can see that it sees that car all the way in the right. This is the camera that comes on when you put the car in reverse.
Okay.
With the predictive lines. We're not in reverse right now, so you can show them. Let's do that. You want to put the foot on the brake, keep it there, and you'll see the predictive lines. Cool? And you can cycle through this same menu whenever you're in reverse as well. Cool?
Yeah. Cool.
So that's this parking button. Vehicle settings, quick option, and then you have the same star you have right here for your favorites.
Okay.
Some hard keys for your menu options right here. You have home, back, just like you have on here, and that's it right here. Are you familiar with Eco Start Stop?
Kind of.
When you come to a stoplight, it'll kind of turn off the engine.
It's gonna turn off the engine, yeah.
So that turns on by default every time you start the car.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's why they placed it right next to the engine start button.
Yeah, we can
just start the engine, turn it off.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about it the entire trip. You have dynamic select right here. You have a couple of different drive modes. You have sport. It'll change your suspension, give you a little bit more touchy handling, more RPMs. If you're passing someone on the freeway, you're gonna pass them up.
Yeah. No Sports Plus, I noticed.
Not Sports Plus on this one. So you have Sports Plus, you have Comfort, which is the default. Every time you restart the car, it'll throw you into Comfort. So you do have Sport mode.
Right.
Eco mode, in case you're stuck in downtown Atlanta traffic. You know how that can be.
Yeah.
If it's not even moving, I would go Eco personally. It does go into Comfort every time you restart the car.
That's what I normally do.
And you're driving a Mercedes, so you're definitely going to be feeling the comfort. Right? So that's all of this right here. Any questions on this part?
No.
Last thing I'm going to go over, it does have dual climate control. I can have my own temperature right here, and you can see the ambient light changes with the temperature. Sync puts us both on the same temperature. You control us both. Menu. It gives you all these options up here, so you're not looking down while you're driving. You can touch it. You can also select from here or select from the touchpad. Speed up goes up to 7. Speed down goes to 1. Anything past that is climate control off. Auto does whatever it can to keep us both at the set temperature. Front windshield defrost, rear windshield defrost. Recirculate the air in the car. AC makes it cold. If you're having like the fogging up here, you would want to make sure that AC is on. It's a humidifier as well. Hazards, if for any reason you ride in this engine.
Right.
Alright, any questions on this part?
Not on that one, but the brake, is it still the same like here at the parking? Okay.
Parking brake, yes.
Okay.
And the only time you would need to use it is if you're getting towed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, turn the car off and park, it'll deploy the parking brake automatically. If you're hitting the gas and for any reason you activated the emergency brake, it'll deactivate as soon as it feels the gas. It'll never keep you from going.
Okay, cool.
Center, this button, when it's checked, the lights won't turn on whenever you open the door. You want the lights to turn on?
Yes.
So let's have that checked off. Cool? So you open the door, lights will turn on.
Cool.
Reading lights, one for you, one for me. They come out of the rear view mirror, go directly into our lap. Lights in the back. They also have a switch to activate the lights in the back.
Okay.
Mercedes call center, roadside assistance.
Right.
This button is for 911 emergency.
Yeah.
It'll call 911 on its own when the airbags deploy, if ever.
Okay.
Cool. Beautiful panoramic sunroof.
Yes, our favorite.
You have a tilt option that's also variable. And then push one more time for the shade. And you can stop the shade anywhere you like. You can have it go a little bit and then stop it wherever.
Or it's nice, the shade all the way. back there because the C-Class only like right here. The C-Class I think is not all the way back there, and my daughter always complaining. She was like, "Can you open mine all the way?"
Yeah. Well, now you can.
Yes.
And
now
it'll look beautiful. Starry night during the day. If you just want some sun to get in.
Yeah. You
can also stop it if she's like, "Oh, I don't want it."
Yeah.
And you do want to feel the sun. You have it right here.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
She'll be happy.
Very beautiful. This is my favorite part of the car.
Yeah.
Personally. All right. So moving on. Last couple of things. Garage door opener 1, 2, and 3 right here.
Okay.
And any questions?
How do you set that?
It's gonna be through HomeLink. So
HomeLink.
it's been a system that's been around for a while.
Okay.
Very easy to set up, and I'll email you the instructions if you need me to.
Sure.
I'll give you my card at the end of this because we're gonna go to my office to set up your app.
Okay.
Yeah, they're right here. And aside from that, that's everything.
Okay. Cool.
Feeling good?
Nice. I'm loving it.
Loving it? Nice. That's good to hear. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back up.
Yeah. Look at the car.
It's too strong.
It's too strong? Oh, you just locked it. Can you climb?
What the? Three seats, not a baby seat.
Uh-oh. You cannot ride big fat Benzie. Aww. Chloe, what you think?
Good. But I cannot ride the remote seat.
You don't have your seat? So what are we gonna do?
Go home and get a seat.
Go home and get the seat, Daddy.
Yes.
So now you have a headroom. Not bumping anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Chloe balik ke kursi kerajaannya. Tuh, kursi kerajaannya Chloe.
Whoa, this thing is so big.
And now, look on the panoramic roof. Nothing is hiding. You can see through now. Thanks for watching. I hope this video is helpful for you. Don't forget to check any other videos. Bye!